Welcome, sunshine, on this beautiful page. My name is Caroline, and on this page we'll be talking about many juicy topics, but today we're starting off with things such as your spiritual journey. If you've ever asked yourself questions like, where do I even start on my spiritual journey? This video is for you. The truth is, your spiritual journey didn't just begin, it's been unfolding all along. But today I want to help you feel more anchored into it. In this video I will share what really matters and what doesn't, how to cut through the overwhelm of advice out there, because there's so much, and how to start connecting more deeply to your own spirit in a way that feels real, grounded, and right for you, because that's what matters. And there's no pressure, no dogma attached, just truth, presence, and the permission to begin exactly where you are. There's so much information out there, so many people giving you advice on how you should start your spiritual journey, what you should do: journaling, self-love, studying the laws of the universe, your body, praying, working with angels, guides, learning about frequency, hermetics, and I'm here to tell you that you don't need any of that to begin, because anywhere you start, you will be the start of your spiritual journey. And actually, the truth is that your spiritual journey has started a long time ago. Because you are not on a spiritual journey, you are a spirit living a human experience. And this human experience is what you're here to do. So you're here to experience this humanity as a spirit. And you're an endless being. You have never been born, therefore you can never die.
What? Wait a minute.
But to anchor a spiritual journey more into this physical experience and to connect more to that spirit here on this physical plane, I would say that you can try many different things. And of course, you have to find what calls you the most and make it your own experience. We're all individuals, we're all different, and everything's unique to us. And then you can always build upon that. But there's no need to get overwhelmed with all the things that there are out there, because many of these things might not serve you the way that they're serving another. A lot of things are universal and can be recommended to anyone because they will help. Things like meditation and journaling are, in general, very good places to start. Studying hermetics, which is the root of everything that was and is kind of like the rules of life. The laws of the universe is something that personally helped me on my spiritual journey in the beginning, that I started out with, but as I dove deeper into my spiritual understanding, I would now say that the hermetic laws hold many keys, and it's something you can easily research and kind of have fun with in the process. For me, there's nothing more potent if you want to study, say, information than Hermeticism, Hermetic laws. So definitely recommend checking that out. And other than that, when it comes to meditation, gosh, like in the beginning, I could not sit still for more than a few minutes. Like I remember a time where I would just, I don't know, I would manage like 3 or 4 minutes, then I would put a timer on like 4 minutes, and then I would do a minute more every single day. And I would just tell myself, okay, you're gonna sit still, you're gonna stay here, and just wait until the alarm comes. And there are good applications that give you a more smooth alarm. There's like Insight Timer, that it's a free app that I use that gives you kind of like this meditation bell, like ding, and then it stops, right? You can put a timer. Like these days I like to put, if I only have like say 20 to 30 minutes, I usually meditate within that range when I use the timer. If I'm open-end, I'll go open-end, like I'll enjoy, I'll embrace. And personally, in the beginning of my meditation journey, I also had some back issues, and I just came back from Thailand, and so I started doing yoga in my whole COVID being at home phase. And that's when things really started to unfold for me, because I was able to meditate a lot easier after having done a meditation, like a yoga practice. Because when you do yoga, you're already in a state of flow, you're already in connection to your breath. So I personally found it way easier to then go and transition right into meditation. But again, you can have fun and find out what works for you. I would say the keys really are to listen to yourself and hone in on your inner genius and the light that you carry and what resonates with you, what you would like to try out, and know that there is so much in front of you. And the more you learn about things like spirituality and like deeper things of life and what's out there, and you start answering these questions that you might have been asking yourself your whole life. Like me as a child, I used to ask myself these questions like, oh my god, you know, what is this? What is life? Like, why are we here? What is a human? Like, what? Where do we come from? Like, what is this whole everything that we're experiencing, right? And what's the purpose of it? What's the purpose of our experience? And the more you dive deep into that and you start to learn more, the more you learn that you have more to learn and that there's so much more that you don't know. The more you know that you don't know anything. I think, yeah, something around that. And it's quite crazy, because I mean, I use the word crazy, but it's just astonishing. It's impressive. It's mind-blowing to connect to the greatness and the majesty of life. There's so much more that me who's been on this path and, you know, focusing on it for 4, 5, maybe 6 years now, and still, you know, I've only really started not even 3 years ago when I really dove deeper into those teachings and mysteries of life, and I've just scratched the surface. But already I have such a different experience of living. Like, life has become so dramatically different since I am more in tune with what's actually happening. I feel more present, and I feel like I perceive so much more. I hear things, I see things, it's like, and I have this understanding, and then you just walk through life and you understand life from a completely new perspective, and this perspective will change and evolve. And I definitely don't know everything, and I'm here for it. But I have made such huge leaps on my path because I had mentors and because I was able to use certain tools. But we're not here to talk about that, because this is just the beginning of your journey. And in the beginning of your journey, I would say explore yourself, have fun. And then if you're curious for more, there's always more. There's always tools that you can use, initiations that you can receive. I've studied in an ancient lineage for a long time now, and in a lineage where, you know, information has been passed down from word to word for generations and years and thousands of years, and they go back to the root. They go back to what was before there were things like religion, for example. So really going back to the origin of everything. So yeah, it's beautiful. Wherever you are right now, just know that you haven't missed your path. You are on it. Your spirit has been guiding you all along, and all other beings that mean you good, us good, and this life. You know, don't get caught up in thinking there is a perfect way to start. You don't need a full moon ritual, a library of books, or a 30-minute meditation practice. Although I recommend to start your spiritual journey. Like, your willingness is what you need, curiosity and presence. Try new things that cool you, whether it's yoga, journaling, hermetic, studying, or simply breathing with yourself in silence, and to let the journey unfold from there. You're already on your journey, and if this resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, subscribe, share this video with someone who might want to hear this too. And if you have your own experience of how your spiritual journey started, or as I would say, your spiritual journey really anchored here on earth in your human experience, because you are a spiritual being and you always have been, you always will be, then I'd love to read your experience. Lots of love and light to you, and until next time.